What is up? Good afternoon. It is your realtor Zach right here answering a common question that I often get, which is, how many homes should I see in person before I buy one? Let's talk.
Let's go! Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. Come on. This is 10% luck, 20% skill.
And the answer is 5. You should see 5. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Boom. No, I'm totally kidding. It's actually like 9. Now, again, I'm serious, I'm kidding. Now, in reality, guys, there is no specific number. And I think when asked that question, what I often highlight and what I often point out to whomever is asking me the question is, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, whomever it is I'm speaking with, I think what you're really trying to ask me is, Zachariah, how do I know when I see a home? How do I know when it's something that I should buy? And I think that's the way that we should be looking at this question. So that's how we're gonna look at this question. You'll know that the home is something that you should buy when you find a home that meets all your needs.
Oh, gee, thanks, Zachariah. I should buy a home when I find one that meets all my... Thank you, Realtor Zachariah. I did not know that. This is why we come to you for knowledge and wisdom, and you provide much value to me. Let's go look at homes.
When I say when you find a home that meets your needs, what I mean is the main needs, the big picture ones. That's going to be size, location, and then attractiveness. You want to make sure you purchase a home that is a good size for you and your living plans for the next foreseeable future. The last thing you want to do is buy a home that's too small for you, and 4 or 5 years down the road, you realize you need a bigger home. As I've said earlier, and I will continue to say it again, purchasing a home is a long-term investment. Selling a home costs money. You gotta pay realtor fees. You gotta pay transfer tax. When you turn around to buy a home, you gotta pay settlement costs. It costs money to move properties. So when looking for a home, make sure it meets your size requirement for the foreseeable future. Additionally, make sure that a home is the right location for you for the foreseeable future. And I understand jobs change, families move. It's difficult to make it exact, but what I mean by that is don't purchase a home with an hour commute to work, and then all of a sudden a year later, you're tired of that commute. Again, it's the idea of have the size and the location in your head so that when you're looking at homes, you can make a good decision. And finally, attractiveness. Make sure when you're looking at homes to find a home that you are attracted to, that you like, somewhere that you want to call home. And if it's not in the attractiveness condition right away, which it's often not, have the ability to envision painting some walls, changing some flooring, doing cosmetic work to the property to eventually make it attractive the way that you want it. Going back to the original question of how many homes should I see in person before I make a decision, and then really answering the question, how do I know when I found the home that I should purchase? It's all summed up quite simply through my experience. I've shown some clients 15, 20 homes. I've shown some clients 1 home. And what I've learned is especially in this younger generation, we pretty much know what we want generally. We look online, we look at pictures, home, Pinterest, we have a general idea of what we want. So the home searching phase in person is not merely looking for what you want, it's merely getting a feel for what you've envisioned and what it actually looks like in person. There's no set number of how many homes you need to see in order to make a purchase. And knowing when it's the right home to buy, the answer is you're gonna know. You're gonna fall in love with that property emotionally to purchase it, or you are going to fall in love with the potential that you could do with the property. And the best easiest and fastest way to come to that conclusion is to do a bulk of your research before touring homes, which many of you are doing, and that is looking at homes online, looking at the pictures, looking at prices, figuring out numbers, costs. Have all of that knowledge in your head so that when you're looking at homes in person, you'll be able to know right away, that's the home that I want. And last but most importantly, I share this with you guys to give you comfort, as it can be stressful looking at homes, and that's kind of what I've experienced in my clients. But I will share that the clients that I've helped purchase homes, they knew that they wanted that property that they were touring in person most of the time before they even saw it in person. So I will leave you guys with that nugget of information, and hopefully this answers your question of how many homes do I need to see in person, and also how do I know when it's a property that I should purchase. Thank you guys for listening. I greatly appreciate it. Have a great rest of your week. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.